Dr. Gary Castleberry, Associate Professor, Program Director of Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University, here to discuss our closeout reading in COMM5113, Global Marketing and Strategic Networking. I just want to give a little bit of specific attention to this final reading in the course and open up our understanding of its value and just challenge us all to not only give it a chance, but don't lose steam, right? I know sometimes you get late into a course and you're just out of energy. You feel mentally exhausted, intellectually exhausted. You feel psychologically pressed. And guess what? That's natural. And also, it's kind of healthy. You have new synapses firing. That's the process of learning at a physiological level, cognitively speaking. So don't give up. Keep going deeper. But let's talk a little bit about the value of Whose Global Village, Rethinking How Technology Shapes Our World, from Ramesh Srinivasan. And I always have that sticky note with my SRs. Srinivasan's book is a kind of response to some of the early theorizations about media. It's an updated critique of and treatise on Marshall McLuhan's work, right, when he was theorizing about the quote-unquote global village, right, as this kind of unification model and modality that mass communication advancements and evolution would bring the world together. And a critique, a problem that many increasingly have with that philosophy is that it can create, for every cause there's an effect, of course, but a causality of bringing the world together is what some cultural theorists would call homogenization, right? Things become too homogeneous. You think about when you create a stew and you let it stir for too long, or it's on the flame, and its parts start to kind of brew together. Now, creating a delicious soup or stew can be quite appetizing, and this can lead to the discovery of new recipes. But there is such a thing as for something to become overcooked, as to its individual parts losing their flavor along the way. And that's the critique of this concept of the global village, or really this concern about where technology will lead in the future. And so keep that in mind as we dive into this book. Srinivasan's Rethinking How Technology Shapes Our World. I just want to read directly from some of the opening pages of the introduction to give us a healthy context that hopefully will inspire us to want to read more, read deeper, find out what's going on here. So, quote, I'm going to read a passage. I'm going to jump around between the first two pages and just give it this collective sense of orientation prior to getting into the book. Quote, this book is concerned with what digital technologies such as the internet, mobile phones, or social media platforms may mean when reimagined from the perspective of diverse cultures and communities across the world. I'm going to jump down. This book focuses on digital new media technology due to its increased importance in shaping the economic, cultural, social, and political dynamics associated with globalization, end quote. Well, right there in that passage, we can see the direct connection to core themes in this class. We are every bit interested and invested in strategies and schemes of global marketing and the role that strategic networking plays in advancing our initiatives, whether they're individual, independent, or entrepreneurial, or part of a corporate body. Absolutely. But let's remember, this book is attempting to make a healthy and sturdy argument at its core. And so let's read what's this about. Here's what I marked as purpose. About 2/3 of the way, 3/4 down the page, right? Page 2 in my copy. Quote, Whose Global Village, the book title, argues for the importance of collaborations between technology developers, researchers, entrepreneurs, activists, and professionals with diverse communities, cultures, and users to reimagine how to design and deploy new technologies, end quote. And then jumping down even further, we can design and develop, a word of encouragement, we can design and develop, quote, new technologies that reflect the diverse values and practices of user communities across the world, end quote. All right, and so that's a nice, healthy jumping off point to this book. We're encouraging you to give it that chance. Try to give it. It is one of our thicker reads in the course, but you know what? We've saved some space in week 6 where we're finalizing, we're polishing, we're presenting those projects at the end. And so week 5 is this nice kind of breather where we shift texts, we add a perspective, we update our commentaries, and we hope that you appreciate that as part of our reading series in COMM5113, Global Marketing and Strategic Networking.